It's Super Bowl Sunday, pushing orange juice, the betting show that everyone knows and everyone loves. We're here to break down all Super Bowl bets, props, etc. We have a guest that we think is coming. We don't know. We think he's coming. He saw the link this morning, so we think he's coming. He's an NFL player guest. I keep giving out little more and more info. He's an NFL player, an active NFL player.
I hope it's Jaquiski Tart.
I don't know who that is. Carter has his victory.
Well, I guess it's not him.
Carter has his victory glasses on, it appears, and he's wearing Detroit Lions gear, as am I. It's a big day for Matt Stafford.
So I was also trying to call my bookie, but it didn't even ring. So I don't know how I should feel about that.
It's probably because I've been begging him for free play the whole morning.
Yeah, I think we all have been, to be honest. And here we are talking about what people are wearing in this show, and we haven't discussed the man in the clown makeup, Deion Hill-Ford. Do you want to tell the people what's going on with that,
Deion? Barry took steroids, Albert took steroids, McGuire took steroids. Sometimes when you look as good as me, you have to enhance it. I went to Sephora, aka Amazon, and I bought some makeup. I didn't want y'all to be anywhere near me in terms of looks today.
I got a question. I got a question for you though. Was this like freehand? Did you like stare in the mirror and do it?
In the mirror.
Where'd you get your inspiration from? Because you do got a little like Joker thing from Batman going on right now. It's about let me tell you how I got these scars.
So, to be honest, there was no directions in the package, which threw me for a loop because I didn't open the package till this morning.
Why the hell would there be directions, Deion? It's makeup, not putting together a fucking desk.
Well, I mean, now I know I'm a professional makeup artist. I'm thinking about quitting my day job and getting into that, but I didn't know that in the moment. So, yeah, I was looking for the directions, couldn't find it. There was a picture. I literally just copied the picture.
Well, credit to you. It looks good. I'll give you that. No,
I give you no credit. I'm gonna jump in. Zero credit because look, this was a personal bet between you and I made on Spotify Green Room, which we discussed whether or not your San Francisco 49ers would win the Super Bowl.
Yes,
and I offered at the time, it to be a $500 versus clown makeup bet. You said no.
It was $1,000 and clown makeup was your original offer.
I was very willing to do that because the Niners were never on this planet ever going to win the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo starting at quarterback. But the part of this, literally when we made the bet, literally the moment we said it, there was an audience. There were witnesses. We said clown makeup, white paint, red nose and all. That is what
we can pull the recording.
If you would look at yourself right now, which you probably haven't looked at yourself because you're so ashamed, as I would be too if I were you.
Honestly,
you have not put a red nose on, Deion.
I think it looks good.
Then where's the red nose?
Couldn't breathe. Death isn't worth it.
Yeah, that's okay. Breathing's all mental, so you just didn't want to. But anyways, let's get to the money, man. I got research.
Okay. All right. When Cart's ready, he's ready. Here we go.
Let's start with what the scarf is, G.
This is a Loyola Chicago specialty. I'm going to the Loyola Chicago basketball game this afternoon. They play Northern Iowa an hour before the Super Bowl. So you can catch me there betting Loyola -7.5. Go Ramblers.
Sir,
all right. Let's get to the game itself. Rams, Bengals. If you didn't know, are the two teams in the Super Bowl. Rams -4 is where I see the line at this morning, over under 48.5. If you want to go down to the money line, you can get Rams at -190. I didn't even jot down what Bengals money line is because I am not even contemplating placing that myself. But one person on this panel I know is, because one person on this panel did his job and sent me his best bets. That would be the man in the clown makeup. What is Bengals money line?
+165.
And you're all over it.
Well, we'll see if the free play touches down, but hypothetically, I am all over Bengals money line and Jamar Chase. Well, we're doing props later. Yeah, I like Bengals money line. I have no reasoning behind it. I've listened to everything. I'm even watching NFL Countdown right now. Like, None of it makes sense. They're like the team that turns the ball over the least, the one that gives up the least amount of sacks. I'm like, these are the best two teams in the league. This should be a good game. There shouldn't be turnovers. There shouldn't be a million sacks unless it's Aaron Donald. Like, I don't know. I feel like the Rams, and to Stafford and McVay's credit, they're phenomenal, but I feel like they're a little bit more one-dimensional than the Bengals, and I just think there's more ways the Bengals can beat you. Offensively, that is.
I feel like I feel like that's just an overthink. I tried to do the same thing myself. Like I looked into it. Everyone's saying Rams, the numbers match up in the Rams' favor. All the things we'll probably get into a little bit later when we talk about our prop bets as far as the Bengals offensive line giving up all these sacks, the defensive line, all the guys they brought in. I mean, Von Miller, they got Floyd, Aaron Donald, all these playmakers on defense. Everything points to betting the Rams in this football game. The Rams are playing at home. It's in LA. And those are the type of games where I'll text Greg and be like, I got a funky feeling this morning. Like I'm gonna sprinkle Bengals money line, but I'm just not doing it. Like there's nothing I can do it. I think the Bengals are a really good football team. I just think they're not at the point right now where they can win a Super Bowl. Now, this is a team moving forward, I think can win some Super Bowls. They add some couple pieces here and there, maybe some protection for Joe Burrow, but I just think that it's a storybook ending for Stafford and them. Like they get him, he's playing at home, he finally wins, he finally gets in the postseason. Like he has to finish it off and win a Super Bowl. The gods are on his side.
Card, are you saying that if the Bengals had drafted Penei Sewell instead of Jamar Chase, that they would win the Super Bowl?
No, I'm not saying that.
It kind of sounded like you were saying that. They just need a little protection for their quarterback. That's what it seems like.
No, I mean, it's impressive what they do right now with no protection because Joe Burrow goes through hell on a night-to-night basis. Like, that's the most impressive part of what they're doing right now is that they don't really have an offensive line. Like, it's crazy.
So I want to push back on something Deion said because I'm genuinely confused and curious of this. You said these are the best two teams in the league. They should be like solid, no turnovers, et cetera, cleaned up. Are these the best two teams in the league?
No.
Are the Bengals really one of the best two teams in the league? I think the Rams are.
I don't think the Rams are either. That's my ultimate problem with the Super Bowl is I just when I hear people say like the analysts say what they're saying, I'm like, this isn't like the matchup of the best possible teams. It's the matchup we got, and both teams deserve to be there, obviously. Not taking anything away from either of them, but I mean the best two teams in the league are probably Chiefs, Packers, and they're at the crib right now. So it is what it is. I will say, like, as a Niners fan, in clown makeup, the most deflating thing to hear is like whoever turns the ball over the least is going to win this game. Whoever makes the least amount of mistakes. Like, no, like beat them. I want someone to beat the brakes off the other team and me to be like, well, if we just didn't blow a lead, we would have lost anyway. Because the moment the Chiefs lost on Sunday, because they played right before us, the moment they lost, I was like, oh, it's like real now. Like we can beat the Bengals. Before I was like, okay, even if we get past the Rams, we just get dog walked by Mahomes again. So I don't know. It's a bit deflating here in the narratives, but I want to push back on what Cart said. It's a home game. I mean,
right. All right. You love saying, bro, they're not in Cincinnati. Like
I guarantee you Bengals fans traveled.
It's a California team playing in California. It's a Los Angeles team. Like, stop. You just the Niners are the reason you're in this position right now. Let it die.
They don't play home games, bro. Oh, nobody in LA care about them. If the Raiders were playing down there, it'd be a home game.
Okay. Reporting live from Sacramento. Thank you.
I can't wait to see what that looks like.
Cart, what are you touching? You like the Rams, as do I, but I've been struggling with this number. I don't love 4 as a football betting number, but I 190 is a lot of juice to lay on the money line. Are you pre-game at 11:11 a.m. Eastern time? Do you already have a bet locked and loaded? Are you waiting for it to move? What's your play?
I do not have it locked and loaded right now. I'm waiting for something maybe to move a little bit, but no matter what, a Rams money line bet will be placed. I'm going to have to lay the little juice that's on there. I have been trying to find a way to maybe get that closer to maybe some plus money or pick them. For people who are really, really confident in the Rams, you can get Rams halftime result. So get Rams winning at half and Rams winning at the end of the game. But I'm also not as confident that the Rams will be winning at halftime. Like they could, it could be a tie game. It looks like a tie game could be way more reasonable to me at halftime, but that would make the odds a little bit better. But I'm laying the money in this game. I would honestly be shocked if the Rams lose this football game. Like that'd be embarrassing to them, I think.
Wow.
It would be. I'm sorry. Like this is like I said, you are playing at your home stadium for a Super Bowl with a bunch of guys who have not won the Super Bowl yet. Like Odell does not have a ring. Donald, no ring. Ramsey, no ring. Stafford, first playoffs run ever, no ring. Like this is it. Like make it happen. You got to do it.
The Bengals went to Kansas City and did the impossible.
Yeah, well, it also wasn't that impossible because the Chiefs shit the bed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fair, but
they blew it. The Chiefs
winning an Arrowhead
the Chiefs,
in the playoffs.
Credit to the Bengals. They won the football game, but the Chiefs blew the football game, and the Bengals took advantage.
Did the Niners not do the same thing? Did the Bucks not do the same thing?
Carter,
I'm not gonna listen to a dude with clown makeup. How about that?
Well, maybe the Bucks, maybe the Niners did the same thing, maybe. Or maybe the guy under center came back and stormed down and marched them to victories in those spots. Something Pat Mahomes did not do at all in like 6 drives in the second half of that game, which is why I posed the question to you, Carter. Matt Stafford, Pat Mahomes. Who you take right now for this game for the Rams?
Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, I do too. I just wanted to see if you would go there. I can't believe you're wearing a Matt Stafford jersey right now.
I mean,
there's been a lot of noise. Like you're anti the whole.
I'm wearing my Lions jersey.
That's a Matthew Stafford jersey, is what
it's
it is.
Lions jersey.
Are you telling me you don't have a Lions jersey that's not Matthew Stafford, of an active player on the team?
I got a Penei Sewell jersey actually, but it's dirty.
Ew, you bought a left tackle.
That's my fucking young king.
Was it the only one that could fit your size or something?
No, he's the best player on the football team.
It's probably like a game worn one.
Well, it was pretty expensive though. You know, you buy kid size jerseys; those are half off.
Carter, remember a couple of years ago when you told me you loved the Jeff Okudah pick?
Yes,
that still stings in my memory. Look,
I still like it.
I think by the end of this show, I think there will be an official play from probably both Carter and I on how to bet the Rams. But like I said, I don't love the number; it confuses me. There is one creative way I'm going to get on this to Cart's point of trying to get the number to a better spot. Loyola Chicago money line at home against Northern Illinois parlayed with Rams is plus 103. Loyola is a big favorite in that game. They're going to hold serve at home. I will be in the building. Loyola's never lost with me in the building. It is what it is. It's my day. It's me and Matt Stafford's day collectively. Plus 103 on those 2 plays. All right, let's get to the fun stuff.
Throw Oakland in that too, Greg. Get the odds better.
Can I pitch y'all on a Rams pick briefly?
Sure.
I think if the Rams,
you want to enter the Shark Tank for this, or do you?
Yeah, I do. Let me enter the Shark Tank real quick.
Okay.
If the Rams win, I think it's really, 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 really ugly. And here's why. If they get off to a quick start, that means the Bengals have to pass. If the Bengals have to pass, Aaron Donald pins his ears back. Von Miller turns into a 3-down player from a 1-down player. Leonard Floyd gets to play 2 downs instead of 1 down. You put those 3 guys on the field, I don't think the offensive line holds up. The threat of the run game is the only thing that can keep the Bengals in this game. So I think alternate line if I were to bet Rams, I would bet alternate line. Absolutely.
I have that jotted down. I was looking at I don't want a crazy big alternate line, but I was looking at minus 9.5 at plus 180. I like that.
I also jotted it down because every time Deion says alternate line on this show, it does not hit. So everyone knows.
Absolutely fair.
That is a fact that it does not hit.
Deion, who's your favorite clown of all time?
So full transparency, afraid of clowns. I went to a carnival when I was 3. My dad is adamant. I don't remember, to be honest. My dad's adamant that when I was a newborn, I never cried. 1 years old, 2 years old, never cried.
That's a lot.
No, I mean, no, because he's honest with my sister. He's like, you were a crybaby. And he told me I never really cried. That also could have been when he was around, which was minimal in comparison to my mom. So like that has to be that has to be included. But but we went to a carnival and my dad's adamant that when I was 3 and I saw a clown, because we were in like it was like a theater setting, and the clowns walked down the aisle, and I had an aisle seat, and like I turned around, saw the clowns, bawling tears. My dad said that's the first time he's like seen me cry. He had to pull me out, like because I was a distraction.
Can you please pronounce the word theater again?
Theater,
Theater.
What?
theater,
Like a movie theater.
movie theater.
What the?
That's wild.
Okay. Anyway, I also feel bad that we got to shift from your somewhat childhood trauma to prop bets we like, but it's fine.
Okay, fine. Yeah, props. Thank you for that story, Deion. Where do we want to start with this? Do you guys want to just kind of go around the horn and give 1 to 2 that we each have our eye on? Do you want to start with the fun shit? Do you want to start with like the player shit?
Let's end with the fun shit. Let's go with like just kind of player props to start.
Okay. I am going to give out just a generic play prop then. First play of the game, pass, plus 110. I think both these offenses want to get their QBs going. And I'd like if the Rams have the ball, it's a pass play. Guaranteed. Plus 110. I'm with it for the energy.
I like that.
I hate that. So this one doesn't feel real. Jamar Chase over 3.5 rush yards, minus 130. But I found it twice. I checked 2 different books. That one doesn't feel real though. That's free money.
Doesn't feel real, like with the fact that it is available, or like
like that's free money.
Why is that free money?
He's gonna get at least 2 end arounds.
Bro, not every wide receiver is Deebo Samuel.
That's fair, but Jamar's really good at that shit too. I feel like he always.
They're not out here fucking putting hashtag wide back or whatever Deebo's on.
Hey, first team All Pro, respect him.
hey Deion, I actually was looking at something like that. You can get Cooper Kupp over half a rush yard. So Cooper Kupp to have 1 rush yard, and it's plus money at plus 140.
When's the last time Cooper Kupp had a rush yard?
I don't know. Maybe they're struggling and there's like, fucking hand it to him. Get your playmaker the ball. I don't know. Isn't McVay supposed to be a mastermind? He's had 2 weeks to plan for this game. He's probably gonna pull some bullshit gadget play.
That's what I'm saying. That with Chase, like the same thing. There's gonna be at least 1 end around. Like he's gonna get the ball.
He can get the ball like the normal way he gets the ball, though.
But he has Jalen Ramsey covering him.
Yeah.
So let's say Jalen gets off to a quick start. How do you get the ball to your best player? Give him a rush.
I guess. Cooper Kupp, for the record, in 5 playoff games, has 1 rushing attempt for -2 yards. Cooper Kupp I was going to say his entire career, but it's kind of hard to summarize. Cooper Kupp has had 4 games with a rushing attempt this year out of 18 games?
All right, you're saying Cooper Kupp. I didn't say Cooper Kupp. He said Jamar Chase.
You just said Cooper Kupp. What do you mean you didn't?
I was just saying when I was doing my research, it's something that I saw. All right, I was just pointing it out. Jesus.
You can't give that out as your first prop bet that you like. I didn't say Cooper
I'm not
Kupp.
giving that out.
You're acting like the one in clown makeup, Cart. Come on, lock in right now. You owe the people more than this. What's your best prop bet?
Let's see here which one I want to give out. I'm gonna go with Joe Mixon over 24.5 receiving yards. I think Joe Mixon, I mean, we talked about it before. I think he's one of the best backs in the league, and that's not just rushing. Like, he's an all-around back to me. If it goes with the trend that Burrow will have a lot of pressure on him, I feel like there can be some dump-offs. And if Joe Mixon gets it, he could easily rip off a 20-yard pass or, a couple dump-offs here and there that adds up. I think he easily gets that with the pressure that Burrow has to get. And the targets also support this prop bet as well. Joe Mixon's averaging 5 passing targets a game. So if you bet that he can get a couple catches, get over 24.5 yards, that's, no crazy payout. It's minus 105 right now. But I like that prop bet a lot.
I like that. Research is sound. Deion, your thoughts?
Everything he said is true. I saw it on Monday and agreed with it, but I think the whole world's on that bet, so I'm staying away from it. Like it's
sorry. Also, another running back bet if you want to do it for the Rams, take the under on Cam Akers.
Oh no.
Take the under on Cam Akers.
That.
It's at let's see. I saw it at 62.5. Yeah, 62.5. He's been fumbling. He's been fumbling in the playoffs. He splits carries with Michelle. They just reactivated Henderson off the IR. He might get some touches. Who knows? He hasn't played since like week 14, 15, something like that. He's averaging 50 yards rushing, 2.8 yards per carry. If he fumbles, he might get taken out of the game altogether, and all his carries will go to somebody else. I like the odds also on Cam Akers unders. Also, someone I hate on Twitter sprinkled on Cam Akers Super Bowl MVP and the over. And this is also a prop bet to spite that loser.
So do we like Sony Michel over then?
I'm not betting any Rams rushing overs. Yeah. It's Stafford's day.
That's so ludicrous, though. That's anti-McVay.
Yeah, so is wearing clown makeup on a live stream, but here you are.
It might be anti-McVay, but like it's still by committee. Like I wouldn't like any individual overs.
I get that. Yeah, that's fair.
All right, let's move to some fun shit here, boys, because I believe you two disagree on the very first fun bet of the entire evening. Heads or tails? The coin toss. Deion, why don't you take your first pass at this?
Yeah, I mean, tails is going to win. It always wins. Losing's for losers. Therefore, I will not be betting heads. Like, I mean, you always bet tails. Also, love this bet. It's a massive one. Included in your Loyola parlay, G. Each team to defer winner to defer is minus 500. Obviously, that's not crazy odds, but if you throw it in the parlay, it's an extra boost. I think both these teams in their last, X told me the research last night. It's like the last 30 times these teams have played, only twice have they not deferred.
Yeah, where can we get that? Because that seems automatic.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, on our site.
Relax.
But DraftKings has it
right now. That is locking in right now.
You are making me block hot, sir.
All right, Cart, you are not on tails.
No, like heads, bro. Like tails never fail. Grow up, grown ass man here, man. We all have jobs, 401ks. We got to provide for our families, and you're out here talking about tails never fails. Y'all also not split poles. You not step on cracks so you don't break your mother's back. Like, come on. We're pushing 30. Grow the hell up. Heads is going to win. Promise.
Some numbers. 3 of the last 4 Super Bowls have gone heads. 4 straight tails prior to that. 5 straight heads before that. So this is a very streaky bet. Heads is currently the hot number. I kind of lean heads because of that.
Do we know if they're gonna have the guest coin toss thrower, when they wheel out the old guy and then he barely gets it in the air? I hate that because that changes everything.
You want a professional coin tosser?
I want the ref to do it.
Maybe they'll roll out John Madden, except John Madden is dead. Can confirm. All right, I have one other prop that I'm a massive fan of. Who will the MVP thank first? Okay.
I got this too. I'm interested to see what you say.
Yeah, I'm on this one too.
The favorite is team/teammates, and then there's 3 or 4 others that are all plus money. I'm here to tell you this right now. When Matthew Stafford wins Super Bowl MVP, he is thanking his team and his teammates first. If you have watched every single Matthew Stafford in front of a microphone moment in the last 16 years, the first thing he says is credit to my teammates. Every single time. If Matt Stafford doesn't win Super Bowl MVP, I still like it. Burrow's awkward in front of a camera. Every time I've ever seen him do anything, he just kind of giggles and makes the Macaulay Culkin face and wishes he could get to the locker room. He's not confident enough to step up and be like, Sensei! Like, he's not doing that shit. He's just going to play it by the book. But again, Matt Stafford's winning this, and he's thanking his teammates. Minus 120 is crazy good odds for something that is written in stone.
Burrow not having confidence might be the craziest thing said on here, and
He's
I'm
not a
able
vocal-
to make up.
He's not a vocal guy. I'm not saying he's not a killer. Like, he's not the dude who takes the mic and starts freestyling.
So full transparency, it's going to be one of the quarterbacks, Matt Stafford winning it. I was looking for Donald Trump to be. I was trying to see what odds. Couldn't find odds on that, so I settled for thanks God first. I think it's hilarious when athletes do that. There's nothing God loves more than a good old fashioned CTE. I love what athletes do it. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Okay. All right. Both of y'all
Plus
are wrong.
350, by the
Because
way.
the best
Matt Stafford's not thanking God, though. Like, to be clear, if Stafford wins, there's no chance he's thanking God. You have a wrong read on that.
True. Also, both of y'all are wrong. The best pick here and the best value is if you think the Rams are going to win, they're going to win in their home stadium. You can get city and fans at plus 325.
We got to stop pretending it's a home game. Like, I mean, we got to stop.
No, you need to stop pretending, okay? It's their home stadium. I don't care who you think shows up. The fact of the matter is NFL teams have away games and they have home games. That is where they play their home games, Deion. That's where they play. That they have their locker room there. They have their logo there. Everything is there. Rams gear, Rams people. That's what it is.
Everything's there.
Admit
Everything's there, including the silent count they're going to have to run after the first drive because Bengals fans showed up.
it.
To be fair, everything is there. That was a pretty good point.
No, that's fair.
Cart, my problem with the fans is, like, I can't envision any of the Rams' big guns actually, like, doing that. Like, I guess Cooper Kupp on stage would be my favorite to be like, this is for y'all. Woo!
Aaron Donald.
I don't see Donald doing it.
Especially if it's a guy like a Kupp or a guy that the Rams drafted, like a Rams lifer per se. Like they're in the city, they're with the fans. Like I could see that happening.
How long have they been in LA?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Long enough, Deion.
I'm telling, like, this sounds like bets being proposed off of like numbers here, or just like we like the odds, cool, I get it, but like this feels like a classic haven't watched the game film spot from you two on liking something other than Matt Stafford thanking his teammates. He's literally done that every interview he's ever done ever.
I will give that to you. I did not do Matthew Stafford post-game presser interview leading up to this.
I feel like Cooper Kupp will thank God. I can see that. Same with Aaron Donald. Donald seems like the type of guy, like he just punched you in the mouth. He's like, I'd like to thank God for me getting a helmet-to-helmet hit.
I need to find a book where I can bet that a white player is going to win Super Bowl MVP.
What would you set those odds at?
Probably like minus 600, which is a disgrace during Black History Month. But
yeah, it's tough.
You might as well parlay that with the Rams too.
It's not an actual line, Deion.
I know. I'm just saying hypothetically, like, because Joe Burrow, Black History Month, we can draft him. Like he can come our side.
Shiesty.
All right, we're about halfway through the show. This is now the moment in the show that I'd like to present Deion with the opportunity to go get his little thing that squirts water and just do that around people in the clown makeup he has. So go ahead.
I don't have a little thing.
You ain't got like a little flower, like you like pin on you, and like, oh look, here's a flower. Beep, beep, beep.
Honestly, all I can think about when I stare at the screen is like how hard it's going to be to get this stuff off when we finish.
I like how you tried to change your background too to take away from the fact that you got clown makeup on.
I didn't try to do that. You can ask G and Lexi. I popped in here
and said, "Oh, good, it's there."
But I didn't say that. I said, "Oh, what's the background?" I was like, "Oh, okay. Like I'll rock with it." Like I was happy it was there because I've been trying to do it since the first episode. It's taken 5, and I didn't even touch anything this time.
Speaking of good betting mojo, by the way, fellas, my dad just zelled me some money to place bets for him. So if we got Luther betting, that's huge.
That is.
What does he like?
Also, he's the cheapest man of all time. He sends me like $50. He's gonna place like $5 bets on everything that are gonna pay out like $250. It's just like I don't know. Makes no sense.
All right, I am currently messaging our potential guest here. We have our potential guest. He has just arrived. I am so excited to announce this man. This is San Francisco 49ers / Michigan State Spartan legend, Tabor Pepper, the Niners long snapper, is here live on Push and Orange Juice. Let's get him up here right now. In and out.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, Tabor? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for making this happen.
Of course.
Deion, if you want to make yourself known, Mr. Clown Makeup.
I'm the resident Niner fan. It's not your fault I'm in the clown makeup, but I did lose a bet because I had us winning the Super Bowl, bro. It's not your fault.
Shit. Hey, well, I appreciate the faith, man.
I mean, look, it wasn't in number 10, but it was in the other 52 people on the roster.
Deion, get it together, man. Please.
I mean, look, Tabor, first of all, just thank you for being here. This was a pretty impromptu thing. We'll be honest. I hit you up. I basically mass spammed a bunch of Niners folks, figuring no one would respond and explaining like, hey, we have a Niners fan who's going to wear clown makeup. And you were awesome enough to get excited by that very fact. So
yeah, I get invited to a lot of weak, uninspired podcasts, and when I heard there was someone in clown makeup, I couldn't pass up the opportunity.
Oh yeah, we're not necessarily the best or maybe the most accurate, but we're passionate and we're fun. I will say that.
Can I ask? Are you a coping Lions fan who's rooting for Stafford this weekend?
I'm just a Lions fan in general.
Okay.
If the Lions aren't in it, then I don't really care. But also,
I only ask because all my buddies from college are Lions fans, so they're like, "Whoa, Matt Stafford all the way! You can cheer for Matt, right?" And I'm like,
there's been some nasty behavior going on around the city of Detroit with like Detroit Rams gear and stuff like that.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
it's awful.
Never would I.
Well, I didn't realize it, but so I live in Michigan in the off season, and the second day I was back, my wife and I walk into Meijer, which is like a Walmart in the Midwest. And I was greeted by blue and gold number 9s in my Meijer in Michigan. And I'm like, the salt in the wound hurts so bad. My wife, I just looked at it and she's like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was like, let's go.
Yeah, that's tough. Also tough for me because I am the Matthew Stafford lover on this resident podcast. I'm not wearing Detroit Rams gear, but I was really hoping that this segment was going to result in Deion being the one put on blast, the one not me. So
did the words Detroit Rams?
Greg, got to pose your beer question.
Okay. So, well, I've already settled on the correct side of this, but so I have a beer that I've had for 11 years. That is a Bud Light that I put a sticky note on that says saving for Detroit Lions Super Bowl. And the question that I posed is, if Matthew Stafford wins a Super Bowl today, can I drink that beer?
I think you can, but think of the funk and the flavor in another 30 years when they get there.
30? Another 30? We're building.
30 seemed very reasonable, to be honest, Cart. Like 60. I'm worried about life like that.
I would say we do have a lifetime bet. I think if the Lions make the Super Bowl, it's in our iPhone notes tucked away somewhere. We're probably going to be like 60-something.
Yeah, we do. All right, Tabor, if we have you here, we have to get some actual football analysis.
Okay.
This is a betting show. Rams -4 is the number. Deion, I think it's out of spite partially, believes the Bengals will win this game. Carter and I believe the Rams will win this game. Who do you think will win the football game today?
As much as it pains me to say it, I think without a shadow of a doubt, the Rams have a more talented team than the Bengals. And I think there's a lot of experience there, whereas there's going to be a lot of young guys in the Bengals uniforms, seeing the bright lights and experience is what's going to get you to the top. So I think the Rams are probably going to seal it.
Good man.
Do you think?
Although I wish I hope to God it's like a 99-0 stomp in favor of the Bengals. Don't get me wrong. I don't want them to win, but let's be realistic.
I want either team to blow them out. I was telling them this earlier. Like, I don't want to think like, oh, the Niners could have won this game, like when it's over. I know you obviously will no matter what, but like as a fan, like I just want to be able to rest with what happened and be like, well, if this went the right way in the NFC Championship, like this should be that type of thing.
Yeah, I'm right there. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, I want to see a good game. That's all I want to see.
Ask a question, G?
Yeah,
can I ask him a question? So we've been going back and forth this whole show, and I keep hearing consistently about how this is a home game for the Rams. Can you please explain to him, Carter, that is, what it's like playing in LA as the away team?
Well, so yeah, first of all, LA is like transplants from all over the country anyway, so it's like very small base of people are probably going to be LA Rams fans anyway. But with it being the Super Bowl, I mean, it's all the tickets are like $5,000 for 300 level tickets. It's all corporate people. These are not, there's going to be a few fans there, but other than the family section that the players get, like I think that'll be the rowdiest section in the entire stadium. I can't speak to it because I've never been to the Super Bowl, but I know everybody says like the crowd's just not into it. Like if it was a home game for either team.
But we'll be there next year.
Yep.
Yeah. All I know is that the Lions go to the Super Bowl. There's not a price tag you could put. I'll sell my crib.
There's going to be a lot of loans taken out in Michigan.
I'll do whatever. I'll have a kid just to make her a Girl Scout and have her some cookies and take all the money. I'm finding a way to get to that Super Bowl.
Bro, the Wednesday before the NFC Championship, I literally looked into refinancing my crib to get to the Super Bowl. You know how easy it is to get to LA from SAC? Like it's not going to be every day where it's that easy to do. Like a lot of times it's going to be cross-country flights and shit. So I was like, oh, I got to make it happen.
You had your priorities way out of line. And that's why you found yourself in the spot that you are, man. Like that was a little early, little presumptive.
I'm overconfident, arrogant, some would say, egotistical, others would say. 100% effort in everything I do, though. Can't tell me I half-ass anything.
You half-ass that clown makeup. I'll let you know that.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I failed art in 6th and 8th grade. I took a leap year in 7th grade where I didn't participate in the class. This is the best I can do, man.
You saying you took a leap year is another just bold-faced lie. That would involve like growing, it sounds like that. Tabor, again, I have to ask a hard question here, but from all the stuff I've seen in the offseason, it appears that your starting quarterback from this season may be on his way out from San Francisco. Is it the Trey Lance era?
Yeah, I like
yes, sir.
Watching him improve as the year went on was actually like really, really crazy because since I've bounced around a lot, I haven't gotten to like see guys year in and year out like improve, and being able to watch him come in on OTAs, and then as the season went on, like he got in a couple drives the first couple games of the season, and that was interesting to see, and then just as practice went on, when we'd play the Seahawks, they had him do different stuff and stuff like that. But it was really cool, and I'm excited. We have a lot of veterans to surround him and boost him up. But I think his learning curve's really, really fast. So I'm excited.
I love it.
Yeah, you're smiling. You're really holding
it back. I love to hear that. Because other dude that was playing quarterback, I don't care what anybody said to the media. I can't do another year.
No one's gonna listen to you. Look at your face. Like, you keep trying to make points, but just look at your face.
It's not a point. It's a fact.
No,
Jimmy gave me my
here. Listen here. I'm shifting the conversation because we need to talk before we let Tabor go. Melly Tuck, Michigan State football. Tell me you're loving the energy right now,
dude. The funniest thing is like he and Coach D are so similar. Like Coach D'Antonio was my coach, and when I was there, we won 2 Big Ten championships, a Rose Bowl, Cotton Bowl, got to the football playoff. Like the first alumni event, I think it was a Zoom. He was talking to a bunch of former players, and my buddies and I were texting each other. It was like, dude, it's like they put Coach D's brain in like another person. Like the way they talk is the exact same. What they emphasize is the exact same. It's like you couldn't have found a better fit for the program because that style is kind of just what Michigan State's about. I haven't met him yet in person. I'm actually, there's a fundraising event that they asked me to go to this coming Friday that I'm probably going to meet him for the first time. But another cool thing is that he and Robbie were in Chicago for a long time. And so Robbie and his wife, and then Mel and his wife, and Joe DiCamillo, they would all go out to dinner every Friday night during the season. So Robbie and Mel are like really tight, which is really cool.
Sure. Keep chopping. Chop like
keep chopping.
Deep waters, all
deep
that.
Water. I love it. Coach D was a catchphrase guy too. We had move the rock, eat the frog, chase lightning. Dude, I could go on. Like they're the same. I love it. Relentless. Oh, I love it.
Okay, so I recognize 2 of those 3 because I was at Michigan State, I think the same years as you.
Okay.
But I don't remember eat the frog. I don't know if that's
Eat the frog wasn't
Eat the frog.
That wasn't a public facing one. Eat the frog is meaning like you're gonna have to do something shitty and you just fucking do it anyway. You just eat the frog. Nobody wants to eat a frog, just eat the frog. So that was kind of one thing that he emphasized with us is like sometimes we got to do shit we don't like.
I'm incorporating that into my vocab for the rest of 2022 in some way. Like my next company meeting I have, that's gonna be like the emphasis, the memo line at the top, like eat the frog.
Eat the frog.
Deion
it's
really
good,
woke
man.
up this morning and ate the frog at 7 a.m. Pacific time.
Dude, I woke up at 6. I had to watch Tottenham play with I don't want to get into it.
Tabor, man, thank you for doing this. This was awesome. We appreciate you coming in and surprising the biggest Niners fan that we know. So enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday, man.
Wait, can I ask one more question real quick?
Yeah.
All right. So Kyle Shanahan, how much Wayne does he play in the locker room, bro? I gotta know.
How much Wayne? He doesn't play much. He lets Debo control the bump box in the locker room.
Okay, super gremlin. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I was explaining that concept to my wife in the car last night because it came on my phone, and I was like, a lot of the great teams that I've been with, like the 2 that come to mind are the Rose Bowl team at Michigan State, and then this year with the Niners is like there's a locker room song that everyone just immediately is on board with. They're on board with it. Everybody from any background, that's us. And like, this is our identity this season. At Michigan State, it was type away with Rich Homie Quan. Like I like to think that we had a hand in him and like blowing him up at the time. And this year it was Super Gremlin. I think it was like week 4. I think it was the week we played the Packers. At the special teams meeting the night before the game, as guys are filing into the special teams meetings, we have music playing and Super Gremlin came on and everybody was just immediately like bopping to it. And then they started walking out to it. And that was the song for this year. So like anytime I hear that, my brain's going to go back to 2021.
It's a hit. Also, I need that. Is there a way to apply to be the guy who holds the boombox? Like the job?
No, that's Kyle's right-hand man.
That's an elite job.
It's funny, man. Yeah,
I want the NFL to know that they ruined the greatest Super Bowl entrance of all time with the Niners not being in it, bro. That was going to be different. It was going to be different. I know it would have been.
Is that the NFL's fault though, Deion?
Yeah, they should have set it up. I watched Saints Rams a few years ago. It's all fake.
Understood. Well, maybe next year. And if, God forbid, if the Niners do get there, we'll have to bring Tabor back on the show.
Sounds good. You can bet on it. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, man. Have a good one.
Enjoy your Super Bowl. Your lack of Super Bowl is what I should have said. I said enjoy your Super Bowl, and he's
Enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday.
he's not in the Super Bowl because that would require the 49ers to win and Deion to not be in clown makeup, which he is.
Also, Deion, for the love of God, like obviously he can't answer questions. Like you try to get him all types of caught up. He comes on to the show, and then you're over here just hitting him with hard hit number 10 questions.
I didn't ask a single Jimmy question. I made.
I asked the 10 questions.
I made a comment. I said I bet on the other 52, and then I said he gives me headaches. Both are facts. I mean, they're facts.
Well, at least you got to be happy with the Trey area propaganda.
What I was most happy with was like you can hear it in his voice. Like it sucked.
Wow, you are down bad. I could just hear it in his voice and a twinkle in his eye when he talked about Trey. He's our guy.
No, not that. I'm talking about like when he was talking about the Super Bowl. Like you can hear it in his voice. Like there's teams that think they can win a Super Bowl, and then there's teams that genuinely believe it, and I can tell that they genuinely believed it. So that went out swinging.
I respect that.
Went out snapping. As far as Taylor goes, he snapped the ball as if he was going to lead the team to a Super Bowl.
I was gonna make a joke about how Jimmy being the quarterback allows him to play more than when Trey is going to be quarterback.
Kind of hoping that would happen. All right, we have 12 minutes left of the show. We're going to get to our best bets. We've got producer Lexi, by the way. She's been doing a great job behind the scenes. Make sure you follow her. She retweets a bunch of the Push and Orange Juice stuff. And just does a genuinely great job. Please go follow Lexi. Lexi, could we get the replay of the best bets that we had from like 6 weeks ago, the last time we did a show? Disclaimer here. We haven't done a show because, well, these two were unavailable for the last 3 weeks, so we didn't do a show.
Wait a minute. These two.
Whoa.
That's not why we haven't done a show in 3 weeks.
You were with Cart one of the weeks.
I mean, Deion sends the text every Tuesday. Yeah, I got to work all day Sunday, can't make it, or all day Saturday, can't make it.
Well, you were with Carter for the Michigan State game.
Yes,
that's true. And I said
we only missed 1 week, didn't we?
I think we missed 2.
2?
Yeah,
I thought it was 3 to be honest.
It was Pro Bowl week, and then whatever week Michigan State played.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, kudos, congrats. We missed 2 instead of 3. Good job, guys. All right, let's look at our bets from 3 weeks ago when Deion was not on the show and try to remember if we won or lost these, because I genuinely didn't go back and score these as a win or a loss because I don't remember who UCLA -3 even was against.
That was against Arizona.
Did they win or lose that game?
I think they covered it.
No. I'm sorry. That wasn't.
There's discrepancies, folks. We don't know.
I'll find it.
I know my parlay lost.
You won Rams money line.
I did.
That was against Colorado.
I think UCLA won. I think it was -3 against Colorado. I think it might have been a win.
That was a win. I just looked it up for you.
Okay. So once again, I increased my already large best bet lead against you losers.
And G, I'm pretty sure you went 3-0.
Already large is a good way to describe everything about Carter Elliott. So that was good.
Pause.
Let's
God.
Check out my bets. Chiefs money line, I think, is a win. Rams money line, I think, is a win. I think I did go 3-0, to be honest with you, but I don't know. So we'll call that 3-0, and I'm back in the green. How about that? 6-6 on the year. I'm sorry about that. Did we lose Carter for the show now?
Yo, Larry didn't even use all $500.
Yeah, we talked about that.
That's amazing. The incompetence levels are sky high.
I like to think that it was intentional to like do a little conservation for you, like make sure he didn't really tank you. But I believe, what did he go here? He went 1 and 2. Yeah. So
Imagine taking Niners plus 5.5 and then including Aaron Rodgers over 2.5 touchdowns in negative degree weather. Like that's a hedge. Like one of those was gonna hit.
Yeah, it didn't make a ton of sense at the time, but we talked about it. Larry, I will say, of all the shows that we've done thus far, which is only a few, Larry got the most positive feedback from our viewership. So we'll have to get Larry back on the show for sure. Welcome back, Carter.
Yeah, if this is against my will, that was egregious. I would say. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but you'll learn from it.
I'll grow from here. I promise. Okay, let's do our best bets for this week. There are no graphics for this week because only Deion sent me his best bets. Again, Carter assumed that we just aren't doing portions of the show that are very key to the show. Mm-hmm. So why don't we start with you, Cart? Why don't we? Do you have your best bets now? Did you come up with those on the fly? You showed up 30 seconds before the show started. So
yeah, no, I just did. I have just a bunch of prop bets. I didn't even do best bets this week, and there's nothing wrong with that because there's literally no consequences to this. What are you guys gonna do? Kick me off the show?
But you got to run a 5K if you lose.
I'm already up by a minute.
Yeah, I wasn't. I'm sorry. Like if that's how you want to be, like, nah. Hey, what are we gonna do? Kick him off the show? You can stay in the waiting room. We'll let you out for the next 5-10 minutes. Yeah, I'll give my 3 best bets because again, this is a betting show, and people come to the show to hear our best bets. So we should probably give them. Here. Oh, we have a phone call from Carter Elliott, real quick. Hello. Hold on, let me put you on speaker. Go ahead, repeat.
I actually have some good prop bets. Can you please bring me back into the show?
Yeah, we'll give you like 2-3 minutes. Why don't you let me and Deion get through ours, and then since you were disrespectful, we'll bring you back. Thanks. Okay, here's my 3 best bets. First one, Cooper Kupp to score anytime and the Rams to win. Cooper Kupp has scored a touchdown in 13 of 15 Rams wins this season. If you want to get the Rams number down to something appetizing, pair it with Cooper Kupp to score. He scores when they play well. Plus 105 is my bet. So I'm going to put $100 to win 105 on Cooper Kupp. Matthew Stafford over 5.5 rushing yards. Bet number 2. He is over 5.5 rushing yards in 5 of 6 playoff games in his career, including all 3 on their playoff run this season. I've seen it. I've watched him his entire career. When a game matters, Matthew Stafford looks to run more than he normally does. He scrambles. He salvages everything on broken plays. I think he gets 10-plus rushing yards in this game. That's really just, will he ever scramble for one run in this game? The answer is yes. I'm putting 300 to win 270 on that number. And then my final one, will the game be tied after 0-0? Yes, at minus 130. I think this game is going to be back and forth. I think it's going to be tied throughout. I think it's going to be tied in the last minute, and then Matt Stafford's going to lead them to a victory. It's minus 130, so I'll put 100 to win roughly $70-ish on that. And those are my 3 best bets. Deion, what are yours?
I absolutely love all 3 of those, but something about the Super Bowl, you could say anything, and I feel like I would agree with it. Like this Super Bowl just feels weird. Like it could go either way type of thing.
It is.
Jamar Chase anytime touchdown plus 100, 200 to win 200. I think, he's really fucking good at football. That's the only way around it. Like, they're going to throw him the ball a million times. Obviously, I had the rush yards prop. I don't think, I hesitate to say this because how blasphemous doesn't sound. I don't think Ramsey's, like, that good. Like,
whoa.
Yeah, I don't think he's that good. Like, he was backing off Debo by about 10 yards. And Debo might be the better, like, wide back or, like, multi-use guy, but Jamar Chase is clearly the better receiver. You know what I mean? Like, there's more he can do. Well, he also has a better quarterback too, which helps. But either way, if Debo can do what he does to Ramsey, I feel like Jamar can do the same thing and then some. And then Bengals plus 165, 300 to win 495. This is me doubling down. Doubling down.
I think more than doubling down. I mean, we're at this point, like you're searching for some plus money winners.
Well, so I know both of you are going to be all over the Rams, and this is my way of like, this is a good time to try and come back a little bit. If the Bengals handle business, I can get back get back into this thing a little bit.
So you said this earlier. You hope the free play comes through. So do I, by the way. Let me throw me in the group chat if you're having that discussion. If that comes through, you're putting some on Bengals because it's good value. You're trying to game the system here and make some ground up on Carter and I. That's a good move. What are you actually betting from your pockets in this game?
So I do think I genuinely think I'd probably stay away from spread and money line. If I do, it'd be a Bengals sprinkle. I really love, you mentioned the Stafford rush parlay. I love that. I also love Burrow over 13.5. I think both defensive lines get after the quarterback, and it's like you said, you just need one. I will be over Chase anytime touchdown, Cup anytime touchdown, national anthem over. That's a classic of mine because I need extra time to make my drinks while that's going on. Tails on the coin toss. What else do I got? Most of my bets are like stupid parlays. Like longest length of longest drive, I have under 82.5.
Okay.
First drive for each team I have resulting in a punt. I think they both play scared a little bit early on. Just stupid stuff like that. Nothing of substance.
Okay. Good. I wanted to understand the motivation behind, like, are we going for the show for Bengals? Are we really putting our pockets behind it? I think there's a mix of both here from you. I respect that.
If
I
the free play
bet
comes
differently
through,
on the show than I do in my book. So
if the free play comes through, I'll be on Bengals money line just because I have to get some value.
all right, let's bring this man back, this fool. Carter, you're out of purgatory. What's up? You are out.
I'm back. Let's go.
Back.
Can I do my best now?
The floor is yours. There's 2 minutes left on the show.
All right, bet. I'm going to go through these real quick. All right, Bengals over 1.5 field goals at plus 100. McPherson is nasty. Burrow has only scored on 4 out of 11 red zone trips this year. I'm sorry, not this year. In this postseason, getting touchdowns. McPherson's 12 for 12. I could easily see him getting an end of half field goal and a field goal mixing somewhere else. Like, he'll hit 2 field goals in this game. Take that. Bet the over because betting the under is for weenies who wants to see a low-scoring game. We want a classic. Don't be that guy. Stafford, anytime score plus 600. Matt Stafford loves a good QB sneak at all times. He needs a moment, a nice QB sneak to score a touchdown with the Stafford spike in this game would be classic. You can get that at plus 600. Also, random one, Love plus 400, a player to propose after the game. You win the Super Bowl. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Combine those two. Someone wants to propose. I could see it happening. You can get that at plus 400. Love all those props.
Did you do any research to know if there's any single players like players that would be close to proposing, I guess?
Yeah, there's a couple on there.
Who?
Jalen Ramsey could propose.
I got a comment on that. I'm a save.
I don't know if Aaron Donald might be married to his.
I think he's married. I watched their YouTube channel.
Wow. Okay.
He's actually hilarious.
Okay, Jalen Ramsey. No, but those are the props I love, and Rams money. And then normal bets.
You're not playing best bets this week? Those are the bets you love, but you're not using your 500 fake dollars. You're just gonna sit on top of the standings.
Yeah, like I said, like there's no consequences of not doing it.
There are consequences. Like you may just be removed.
No, okay, sorry. You're right, Greg. The consequences are who I am as a man, and I need to do it. So I'm putting all 500 of this week on Rams money line.
Okay.
Let's see.
Not one of the bets you just laid out that you love. Instead, Rams.
No, well, those are high payout bets that you should just sprinkle on. Like you should do that as well. Like that's my strategy. I will have like $10 to $15 sprinkled on all these just random props, starting from the minute the game starts. Like I got right now $15 at the first commercial is like, or the first Budweiser commercial or something, some stupid prop like that. Like I'm betting on everything, anthem, coin toss, Gatorade color, all that.
All right. Good to know. I wish you luck. I hope Rams hits. As long as Matt Stafford wins today, I'm a happy man.
Also, I killed the show today. I had hella research, and y'all are really hating right now. I put on a clinic.
I will always call out laziness, Cart. I will call out laziness. And to not prepare best bets, to dispute that you've been unavailable the last 2 weeks. Like, what else are we to call that? This man Deion's in clown makeup. He showed up with his assignment. It was a little lazy not to wear the red nose, but he's here. Like Tabor Peppers, Tabor the snapper, he's here. He did his job. Like, did I want to wake up early and research it today? No. But like, this is a job.
That's what I think's funny is Cart did wake up early.
I
Cart did
have
do a bunch of research, and he still decided not to do best bets. It's
Because
like
I was researching prop bets.
Those can be your best bets.
First of all, lower your tone. Who the fuck you think you're talking to?
Just can't do it with this man. All right. Well,
I love you both.
This was Pushing Orange Juice. Collectively, the three of us are all having horrible betting weeks, so bet responsibly.
Hey, have a day. What you guys' drink of choice for the Super Bowl? I'd like to know that.
I just drank this bottle of champagne, and I have this bottle of champagne ready. And I'm gonna go ride to Loyola Chicago now. So, cheers.
Deion?
it's messing up because of the background, but I mean, it was 8, so I had a White Claw. Also, full transparency, I was a bit nervous about the makeup and drinking, so I went with something that was a little bit easier to control.
Okay, sis, go ahead. Also, you say full transparency way too much. We need to work on that.
My fault. I just want to make sure we're all aligned.
Why don't you just be transparent the whole time?
We're not aligned, for the record. We are very alignment. This was Pushing Orange Juice. Everybody enjoy the Super Bowl. Good luck in your bets. For the man in the clown makeup, for the man who behaves like he should be in clown makeup, and for myself, Greg Waddell. We'll be back probably 4 Saturdays from now. Peace.